Journal your problems away.
Welcome to the Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit Hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Hello and welcome to the Hopefulist. Thank you so much for joining me for your daily dose of inspiration and positivity. The quote of the day: journaling is like whispering to oneself and listening at the same time. Put a little whisper in there to make it a little more dramatic. A little dramatic for you. There you go. Of course, we're going to be talking a lot more about journaling in the blog post today. I have to tell you, give me a round of applause. Let me see. Where's the applause? I actually cleaned up the house. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. It feels good. It really does. It feels really good. The biggest problem was the office / third room / spare room / Joe's dressing area where he keeps his dresser. We've never decided on what we're going to call that room. So it's all of those things whenever we're talking about that room. I have my desk in there. I don't work at it very often. One of the reasons probably because it's a mess in there. So I cleaned it all up. I did the bookshelves. I put books in the way the books are supposed to be in there. I cleaned off the top of it, made things organized. I cleaned off the desk so it's actually workable. I can sit down at the desk now and actually work at it. We'll see if we actually use the area. I do prefer to just be on the couch, but you know, I've read different things. I've read that you should be where you're most comfortable, which is the couch. But I also tend to be distracted a lot. And then I've also read that you should put a dedicated workspace in the area you're going to be working, such as the desk, because that signals your brain that it is now time to work, that I won't be so inclined to look up at the television, because yes, I do always have the television on. I won't be inclined to do that since there is not a television in there. I probably won't be scrolling through Facebook and Instagram as much. It just kind of signals the brain, okay, it's time to work now. And there are some things that I really need to do that requires a desk. So, wish me luck. What is the room in your house that is just out of control? Just out of control. You can tell me. It's okay. I got to tell you. Putting it off. I'm putting it off. I've been putting off this office forever. So freeing now that it's done. It's like such a weight lifted off my shoulders because I don't have to worry about it anymore. I have to maintain it, of course. But it's done. It's clean. There's no dust. It looks nice. In fact, I smile now when I walk past that room because I'm like, look how clean and nice my office looks. So pretty. So do it. Just find the time and do it. You will feel so much better. So much better. And then, of course, like I said, the trick is to keep it that way. That's always the hardest part, right? I know. I struggle. I feel your struggle. So here we go. The topic for today, I was talking about Christmas shopping. When it comes to my own Christmas shopping, I actually went out and did a little Christmas shopping on Monday. And I have to say that I'm pretty much done. I probably will get a few more knickknacks here and there for stocking stuffers. But for the most part, the presents are done. You know, I might sneak another one in there here and there. But, you know, I've been seeing all these things on Facebook about, you know, there's so many packages coming to my house now. I mean, a llama could show up. I think that's when I saw you. A llama could show up, and I'd be like, I guess I ordered a llama. So I wanted to hear from you. Where are you in your shopping progress? A, haven't started shopping. B, barely bought anything. C, almost done. And D, totally done. I am a C. I am almost done. Jim says he's totally done. Just got to wrap. Wow. Impressive. Andrew says almost done. I'm never done. I'm always picking up something for someone. There you go. Megan says almost done. Larissa says barely bought anything. A lot of people barely bought anything. Michelle, Lori, Connie, Mary Ellen, Cindy. And then we have the people who are like me that are almost done. I believe that Jim is the only one that is totally done in this little informal survey of mine. But the people who are almost done, like me, Megan, Lisa, Kate, Kathy, Michelle, Heather, Marcy, and Nancy. So kudos to you people. Like I said, I think I've done a really good job on stockings this year. Now, I'll be spending Christmas with my cousin, and I always feel like I don't get him enough presents. But I got to tell you, I got him a kick-ass stocking this year. I love stockings. I mean, they're just, to me, the best part of Christmas. You know, we always are, about the presents. Let's open presents. Let's get presents. Let's get presents. And then it's all done, and you're like, you've got this momentary, it's all over. And then you're like, wait a minute. No, it's not. We've still got stockings. That's why I try to put something, at least one really fun, cool thing in a stocking. Because if it's just, candy and little knickknacks or whatever, then it's just like, you don't look forward to it as much. But if you put something really fun in there, then it's like a whole other moment of joy that you weren't expecting, right? Love stockings. Love stocking stuffers. I love to make up stockings. I love to unwrap stockings or unload stockings however you want to. Empty stockings however you want to put it. So there you go. I even bought a new stocking. I bought a couple of new stockings this year. They're not as expensive as I remember them being. So that's good news, right? Let's see. What else did I want to tell you? There was something along the lines of the stocking stuffers. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. Oh, my goodness. My age. I stopped taking that Prevagen because it's just gotten ridiculously expensive. I mean, I don't know if it was truly helping or not. I felt like I got a boost when I started taking it. But then it just seemed like it was status quo after a month or so. And honestly, it's about $100. Well, when I started buying it, it was about $100 for, I guess, a 2-month supply. And then the last time I ordered a 2-month supply, it had gone up to $130. And I'm just like, that's an awfully big increase. So I'm going to see how it goes without it. So far, not so great. But we'll see if I can muddle through. Maybe someday I'll be rich enough to afford them again. But as of right now, it's not good. On to the blog post of the day. Journal your way through problems. We often have so much locked up inside of us that is affecting our way of life. We tend to operate life without realizing how much unresolved issues are dictating what we do each day. It's one of those subconscious things that we don't realize how much is bogging us down until we finally release it. Those moments where you're like, how could I have not seen that? How could I have not known? But you did it until it was gone. So how do we do that? Journaling is a huge first step. Therapy is the ultimate step. If you can afford therapy, I highly recommend it. I am a huge proponent of therapy. If you can go see a therapist, and you have to find the right one, they will help unlock so much that is hidden inside of you. But one of the journals I have kept through the years is one specifically dedicated to free writing about things that are bothering or upsetting me. When I'm going through a tough time in my life, I can free write about my thoughts and feelings, and that in itself can be so freeing. Just get it out. You may have heard advice about writing a letter to someone you are upset with, but then not sending it. It's just the process of getting those feelings out that is beneficial, and you don't send it because you don't want to, start a big fight. Journaling is the same. You can work through some of your issues, figure out what the underlying problem is, and even come up with solutions. It is a win all around. This isn't something that I've done religiously, but I should. I tend to only do it when I'm struggling with something or upset about something specific, but it's always therapeutic. Just take about 10 minutes a day to free write. Right after you get done your gratitude journal, just free write. Get those feelings out about that lazy, impossible coworker and how he made you feel today. Get out the annoyance at your spouse for not cleaning up after himself. Get out the frustration with the kids for never keeping their rooms clean. Like I said, as you write, you often come up with solutions to your problems. I'm not recommending this, but I did see somebody on Facebook right the other day that every time she finds an empty package or an empty box in the freezer, fridge, or pantry, she's going to wrap it up like it's a Christmas gift and give it to the person she knows left the empty box. I just thought that was kind of funny. I have numerous journals filled with trying to understand the dynamics of my relationship with my mother. It was a struggle my whole life to have a healthy relationship with her. Now that she's gone, I still write about how she left things with me and my coming to grips with that reality. I like to think the writing is helping to bring me some peace. I'm trying really hard to forgive my mother for what I feel like was her punishing me from the grave, and I'm getting there. Slowly getting there. I'm sure it would take a lot longer, though, if I didn't take the time to write my feelings out and try to work through them in that way. As I mentioned earlier this week, we are so afraid to be alone with our own thoughts. I'm not sure if it's some sort of fear or just boredom. We're afraid we're going to be bored. But it's a habit we would all do well to get into. When you take the time to get quiet and look inside, you will likely find the answers you are seeking. Spend some time with you. I'm sure you're going to get along great. Right? Oh, happy hump day. I hope you have a fantastic midpoint to the week. Get out there and be badass. I'm here cheering you on.
Thank you for listening to The Hopefulist, hosted by Wendy McClure. For more inspiration, please visit Hopefulist.com. Thanks, and we'll see you tomorrow on The Hopefulist.
And don't forget the super cute notebook and the fabulous pen.